Hello, everybody. Welcome to history class. Today we are going to continue with Unit 11. We are now on Lesson 11. Lesson 11 in Unit 11. We are almost wrapping this unit. So this will be recording number 10. Okay, just so we know that we're all in the right place here. So I just want you to take a moment before we proceed on. You can pause the recording after my instructions if you need a minute to just think back about all the civil rights leaders that we have learned about so far and see if you can remember who they are. So go ahead and pause for a second and then see what you can remember. And then come on back. Okay, so hopefully you remembered many of them, and we are going to add another person to our list today, and his name is Cesar Chavez. And we're going to talk about what he did to help the farm workers and Mexican migrant workers in the 1960s. So just imagine this. Imagine moving from place to place, picking crops from morning till night, living in tents or one-room buildings with no indoor plumbing, and never making enough money to get yourself ahead or get yourself into a better place. That's what the migrant workers and their families had to face during the 1960s, until one migrant worker decided to do something about it. And we could see a picture of him there, and his name is Cesar Chavez. So I have a brain pop video for you. The link should pop up in your Ed Puzzle video here in a moment, or you can go to the video links page under Lesson 11 in your online school and grab the link there. If you need a login, you can use the one on the screen. Go ahead and pause this recording and watch the brain pop video about him and then come on back. All right, so now that you learned a little bit about him, I want you to mentally, or if you want to grab a piece of paper and just jot this down on any scrap of paper, that would be fine too. But based on what you learned in the video, see if you could come up with 3 reasons why Chavez wanted to help the Mexican farm workers. So go ahead and pause for a second and see what you can come up with. Okay, well, here's just a couple of the things that I thought of here. And these are real general. You may have come up with more specific reasons, but basically it was the poor living conditions, the dangerous traveling that these workers had to do every day to come to work, the low pay that they received, the fact that many of them were in the country illegally, so there was a fear of being caught there, the fact that they were using children and child labor to help earn money for their families, and then just the overall bad working conditions that they had to live with. All right, so we're going to do kind of a web quest, kind of a little search and find thing. I want to see if you can do this on your own. In a minute, a website is going to pop up in your Ed Puzzle. I want you to go to this website. It's called the Cesar Chavez Foundation. And you're going to follow the directions on the screen to answer a couple of questions. And then I have a Google form, and the link to that will also pop up here in a second. And this will take place of your graded assignment for 11.11. Now, before you move on to this, you need to make sure that you have read the chapter in our textbook about Cesar Chavez. If you have not read it yet, I want you to pause the recording and I want you to go and read chapter number 52. It's on page 228. Then you could come back and do this little web search and find. But it's really important that you read the chapter first, okay? So when the link pops up to the Cesar Chavez Foundation website, you're going to go ahead and and click that and open it. And then you're also going to open your Google form. You need to enter your answers on the Google form to get credit. The questions are on the next slide here. And you can pause the video if you want to keep the questions on your screen, but you have to enter your answers on the Google form in order to get credit. So go ahead and pause and complete these questions, and when you finish the Google form, make sure you submit it and then come on back to the recording and watch the rest. Okay, so if you're back, that means you have read chapter 52 and you've completed that little web quest activity for about Cesar Chavez. And the next thing I want you to do is make sure you go to your online school for lesson 11 and grab those study guide questions and see if you can use your book to answer the study guide questions. Remember, you can either download them and type in the answers, or you can print them and write the answers. But these questions are going to help you prepare for your unit test. And then hopefully by now you've already completed the Google form, so your graded assignment is already done for today. And that is all I have for today. I hope you guys have a great day.